All right, welcome to the Comic Book Shop of Doom. I'm your host. This is your nightly news for Monday, July 20th, 2020. Okay, this video is not for children. So if you're under 13, get your parents' permission to watch this video. Hear that squeaking in the background? That's my dog playing with a toy. Okay, let's get in all your comic book, wrestling, movie, toy news for Monday, July 20th, 2020. Okay, we got two deaths. John Lewis, 80, he was a Georgia congressman. And then we got Haruma Miura, 30. He was an actor on the show Attack on Titan. So condolences to both of those people, their friends and family. Okay, Haley Steinfeld is no longer in talks to play Kate Bishop in the Hawkeye show that's going to be on Disney Plus. Deadpool 3 is supposed to be a PG-13 movie, and they're saying that Kevin Feige, who runs the Marvel Studios, is a control freak. Okay, cancel culture is out to get Sebastian Stan now for his girlfriend did something, and they said that they were on him about reprimanding her, and he didn't. So that's one of the possibilities with why the Winter Soldier, the Falcon and Winter Soldier, has been delayed. It was supposed to be out in August, and they took it off the chart. I did a video on that. Wonder Woman 1984 book may spoil the Steve Trevor's return. Okay, there's going to be a new Tom and Jerry movie for 2021. It's going to be a hybrid movie, so it's going to be animation and live action. Good Cereal is going to be a 20th Century Fox TV show with James Roday Rodriguez is producing it. So that's the guy from Psych. That's Sean. Okay, The Secret, Dare to Dream, was supposed to go to the movie theater. It stars Katie Holmes and Josh Luke. It's going to premium video on demand for $20 for roadside attractions and Lionsgate. So this movie, its release fell through. The Toronto Blue Jays can't play baseball in Toronto because of the COVID-19 restrictions, so they're supposed to play in Buffalo, New York. Okay, Danny Masterson, Hyde from the 70s show, charged with 3 rapes in L.A. Excuse me. He's looking at 45 years to life if convicted. So 3 women that were associated with the Church of Scientology, they claim that he raped them. Okay, Kiernan Shipton is up for the Marvel Cinematic Universe's Gwen Stacy role. She was on the show Mad Men. Giancarlo Esposito is being considered either for Doctor Doom, Magneto, or Professor X in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So he was from Breaking Bad. Genius Brands is going to put out Stan Lee Universe comics through Archie. So they cut a deal with Archie to this happened before. This never works out. Okay, Dynamite's getting some heat because they've been working with Comicsgate. So all the woke people are mad at that. Are you sure? There has been talk about a solo TV series. So Alden Ehrenreich has said that he wants to continue the role if they're up for it. The Walking Dead's comic book series is going to get reissued in color with extra content. The Paycheck Protection Program loans that the government put in, the PPP, supposedly those are being used to prop up comic shops. Now, they're supposed to be forgiven. In other words, you don't have to pay it back if you meet their criteria, which is basically to keep places open and not lay people off. So we'll see if there's a crash in the comic book market in a couple of weeks if and when these loans come due, if they didn't meet the criteria. Okay, in your wrestling news, okay, Impact Slammiversary. The Motor City Machine Guns beat the Rascals. They were the surprise team. Heath Slater comes out. He's there now. Rich Swann was the mystery man in the match for the world title that Eddie Edwards ended up winning. So he's your new Impact World Champion. Deonna Purrazzo beat Jordan Grace by submission to win the women's title. Eric Young is back, so he was there. He cleaned up his look. He has a shaved head, clean face. The North beat Shamrock and Callahan to retain the tag belts. They're going to be wrestling the Motor City Machine Guns on Impact coming up. EC3 is back, and the Good Brothers debuted. So there's your spoilers for Impact Slammiversary. Okay, the WWE horror show. Seth Rollins beat Rey Mysterio by forcing his head and his eye into the step. And they didn't show nothing, but they showed Seth Rollins throwing up all over the place. So he was declared the winner. Okay, Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins got a toy deal with Super 7. So they're going to do figures of them now that they've been released by WWE. Okay, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson signed 2-year contracts with Impact. They were supposed to come out and attack Tessa Blanchard at Slammiversary, but obviously she was fired before then. So that was their way of getting heat to be heels. Luke Gallows has a promotion that's going to air. They're going to tape and air their shows on the Impact app pay-per-view stream. And they're calling Paul Heyman a liar, and they're blaming him for them getting fired by WWE. Okay, Joey Ryan fights back. He did an hour-long video where he addressed all the people that accused him of all this sexual harassment, rape, and stuff. He was showing text messages of everybody involved. He says he has proof for every accusation that it's fake. So, and Mike Quackenbush, this is coincidental, on the same day, he comes out and he's talking about reviving Shakara after only a month. So he shut it down after he got accused of this kind of stuff too. Okay, Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura beat the New Day for the SmackDown Tag Belts. That was at the horror show. Bobby Fulton of the Fantastics is back in the hospital. His throat cancer came back after in June. His doctors said he was cancer-free. Okay, Lance Storm has finally been released by WWE. He was an agent. So they furloughed him when the pandemic hit, and now they've just outright released him. No Way Jose is going by the name Levi Velez now. Bret Hart is bringing up that Vince McMahon owes his dad $750,000 for when he bought the Stampede Calgary territory. He never paid him for it. This is only 35 years old. And Deiverson Fierito, he beats Joseph Benavidez for the UFC flyweight title. That happened on Fight Island. Everybody have a good night.